We will cook your dinner every day. We will fuck you every day. We will take care of your kids, put up with your baby mother, still pay your mother and child support for you. Not me. Not me. That's not what I do. But it's women out there that will do it. We will do all that for you. And at the same time, planning to leave your motherfucking ass in the dust. Already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on YouTube. And for a small $5 monthly fee, you can be privy to all the shenanigans first. Now let's talk about Respect, the Life of Aretha Franklin, Part 60. So where we left off is the end of 1967, okay? And Ruth Bowman, Aretha Franklin's booking agent, had just explained to us that she thought ReRe was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Now, at the same time as Ruth thinking that ReRe is on the verge of this nervous breakdown, Aretha Franklin's album, Lady Soul, is on the fire. You heard me? On the fire, y'all, okay? And we can believe it. Now, the thing about it is, is that, you know, because her popularity is growing, more people want her. Okay, more people trying to get more things out of her. So that means she's on television shows like Carol Burnett, Mike Douglas, Andy Williams, and then venues are clamoring, reaching at her throat, trying to pull at her. Okay, even overseas. Okay, so ReRe got a whole lot going on, and she still got that motherfucking Mississippi mud pie eating motherfucker Teddy Pimpy Whitey still there, looking in her face, sabotaging her shit. And I know you're like, sabotaging her shit? Now, yes, answer yes. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Okay. So Carlin said that ReRe is 26 years old and she just got finished writing Think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah, think. Let me tell you what Mississippi mud pie eating motherfucker Teddy Pimpy Whitey said, okay, or did. He put his name all over the song Think, okay? Now let me tell you how profound this is, because we all know that Think, just like Respect, was another way for Aretha Franklin to scream in white America's face. Think about what you're doing to black America, okay? Think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah, okay? Just think about yourself. Let your mind go and just let yourself be free. Don't be like the norm. Don't be like the rest of these dumb motherfuckers. Use your own mind, okay? She made that song, but like I said, that Mississippi mud pie eating motherfucker Teddy Pimpy Whitey put his mouth on it. So now, she wrote the song, but the song wouldn't be released until her fourth album with Atlantic in 1968 that would also hold Chain, hey, Chain of Fools for 5 long years. Was it 5 years? I don't know. Here we are. It's April 4th. Okay. And Dr. King was assassinated on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel. And despite Aretha Franklin's heavy work schedule, she had decided that if Mrs. King asked her to go or to sing at Martin Luther King's funeral, okay, funeral, okay, because I got to be respectful because it is the king, that she would go and sing at the funeral. This is how I'm going to do things. Okay? The next couple of chapters were very revealing to me. Okay? So the best way that I said to get through this was to break it down. Okay? That's why I named this the 10 hard facts about Aretha. So let's start here. Number 1, Jerry Wexler said and confirmed for us all that ReRe had poor taste. Yes, poor fucking taste. Listen, okay? Jerry Wexler had said that, when it came down to concerts, they would fall back. Okay? Because they would just let ReRe do her thing, despite them fucked up outfits that she would wear and sometimes which music she would choose. Okay? ReRe told Jerry Wexler, you mind your business and do the record stuff. Let me take care of my show. Now, Jerry Wexler is looking at her girl like, girl, I don't know, girl. Them outfits ain't working right. Now, that explains why Aretha Franklin's titties was hanging down so low. Now, listen, I'm not joning on ReRe because I got long titty hanging, situations too. They just so happen to be firm. But we know ReRe's titties wasn't firm, okay? We know goddamn well that ReRe needed to stop wearing them damn shoulderless outfits long time ago. Okay, long time ago. Matter of fact, I seen her on Soul Train where she was singing one song. I was like, oh, they little, but they so long. The second hard fact is that ReRe is the pettiest bitch in the entire world. I love you, ReRe. I have no disrespect for the ReRe. None. Okay? But she is the pettiest bitch in the entire world. Okay? So let me tell you what happened. Like I said earlier, when Martin Luther King passed, okay, ReRe said that if Coretta Scott King called her and said, please sing at my husband's funeral, that she would do it. Okay? Now, this is the situation with her petty ass. Okay? She said that, of course, she was going to do it because Coretta Scott King asked her. And what she did was charter a plane to go to Atlanta to perform. The problem was this. Gladys Knight could not charter a plane herself. So she caught a ride with Aretha Franklin. Okay? Now, when the peoples was talking to her, asking her, okay, what was happening in the events, did, how did Mahalia Jackson sing? What did she sing? Just questions in regards to the funeral, how she felt. She was very evasive with those questions. But what the bitch did remember was that Gladys Knight and every Pippi did not say thank you for allowing them to ride on her chartered plane. I said, this is a petty bitch. The Martin and the Luther and the King is over there dead, girl. And all you give a fuck about is whether the Gladys and the Knight said thank you. Girl, everybody is jacked up, okay? But that mattered to her. In fact, it mattered to her so much that when she wrote her biography, or one of them, okay, she had said, I need you to put that in the book. That Gladys Knight bitch did not say thank you. Okay? Now, her brother Cecil said that, because Aretha was not a emotionally expressive person, she would sing through her music, or she would just be petty and focus on whatever petty issue it was and then blow it up. Okay, and her way to handle Dr. King's death was to be petty towards Gladys Knight. Now, before the MLK funeral, okay, she had started working with Jerry Wexler on his big dream to do a big band jazz album with Aretha Franklin. But it was a plan deferred because once MLK had passed, she didn't do the entire album. And in April, the sessions were canceled for no reason. Aretha Franklin is flaky as a motherfucker. For some reason, that big band album that Jerry Wexler had planned was deferred because her ass was lunching. She was flaky. She was mixing. That girl randomly gets missing. So number 3, Atlantic Records was pressed, okay? Before the start of the sessions for the jazz album and the tour, Jerry Wexler sat the whole Atlantic team down, had that lady to sign another contract them motherfuckers didn't want to let her go. So before she was even out of the first contract, they was on her neck to sign the second contract to make sure that they can get more years out of her, okay? And to make it so bad, Jerry Wexler had made it such a big deal and said that lady had got so much goddamn money that they didn't want to disclose it to the magazines, okay? The magazines. Did I show y'all what a magazine was? Don't worry about it. Now let's move on to number 4. ReRe loved Paris. Everything frou, oui, touche, comment allez-vous? ReRe loved it, okay? Carolyn, ReRe's sister, said that we weren't sure whether or not she'd make the tour, the European tour, okay? That she was slated to do after she was going to do or start the big band jazz album with Jerry Wexler, you know, because she blew off the sessions for the big band jazz album. They didn't know what the hell the girl was going to do. So Carolyn said, oh, we were shocked that she made it. But then again, Carolyn started saying, you know what? That was good. You know, of course she would go because my sister loves Paris. Carolyn said when we got to Paris, it was early May. And Ree got happy in a hurry. Paris was beautiful. Paris was the highlight. The city has always played a big part in ReRe's imagination. Aretha is a Francophile. What does that mean? Francophile? Y'all gonna tell me in the comments. What is that? What does that mean? Did it mean like what I said it meant earlier? You love everything Frenchy poo? She loves the French cooking and the French designers. So playing the Olympia was a major thrill. The Parisian audience loved her. Atlantic had decided to record the live concert over there in Paris. Okay? The problem is that motherfucking Mississippi mud pie motherfucking Teddy Pimpy Whitey had decided to hire Dr. Teeth and Electric Mayhem for the fucking musicians. Okay? Jerry Wexler was pissed. Okay? According to the Jerry Wexler, everything was always one note off. Okay? It just didn't blend the way that a professional musicians would do it. Always seamless, timeless. Let's move on to number 5, okay? I think ReRe hunched Jerry Wexler's partner, okay? One of them damn brothers. What was their names? The Ahmed Edwards, Ahmed Edwards, okay? Now, let me tell you why, okay? Now, in London, Aretha got to hang out with Ahmed Edwards, the partner. Okay, in his chauffeured, driven Rolls Royce, Aretha loved Jerry Wexler because he was a passionate fan and even a greater producer. Okay, however, Jerry Wexler lacked that class and that sophistication that damn Ahmed did. Because remember, Jerry Wexler is old poor boy from the street. He just getting his money. Okay, now he been had his color, but he just getting his money. Carolyn says, I think that she got a kick out of Ahmed because he was so sophisticated. He was European royalty. He took us to the exclusive private clubs and chic boutiques on Carnaby, okay, street, okay, where you had to have appointments to shop. Ooh, yes, I would have been turned on by that too, ReRe. Okay, you know I'm a reformed gold digging asshole. Okay, ReRe, I get it, girl. You 26. My gold digging was on 9,000. Girl, let's continue. Ahmed was on the cutting edge. You hear me? He dressed like he was on his way to visit the Queen of England. Ooh, I bet you when she was sitting in that Rolls Royce, everything on her tingled. You hear me? Because see, that's money. Okay, that's money. I'm gonna tell you about a story when I met this dude that had money. This motherfucker was so oblivious about the rest of the world. I said, oh, motherfucker, you got money. When he told me, he was like, oh, girl, I got a mine. Do you hear me? I have a mine. I was like, a mine? Teddy Pimpy Whitey, who? We'd have been giving him something he could feel in that goddamn Rolls Royce. So every time he went out to the Carnaby, we'd be right there with his ass. Okay, but anyway, number 6. Aretha was inarticulate. So now here we are in Amsterdam, okay? And it's very rare that the Mississippi mud pie eating motherfucker, Teddy Pimpy Whitey, would allow cameras backstage. This time, Cameras were allowed backstage. Didn't go well. Okay, it was actually quite revealing. All right, so Aretha looked overwhelmed. She was painfully shy and awkwardly inarticulate. And this is according to her sister. Okay, she answered questions with 1 or 2 words in a retiring little girl voice. When the reporter asked her to explain the remarkable surge in her career, she simply said, Atlantic Records. Okay, and a Natalie, what the fuck is Natalie? Dressed Ted White lurks in the background, walking back and forth, because that's what, Mississippi mud pie eating motherfuckers do, okay? Lurk. But anyway, he in the background, okay? By the time Aretha gets to the stage, the promoter is struggling with the crowd, okay? Because they want to touch Aretha Franklin. Now, Teddy Pimpy Whitey, he like, let me get my wife to the stage. He ready to pull out them blickers. Okay. When she sat down at that piano while people are clamoring to grab at her because they're overwhelmed with her energy, as soon as she started at the piano, ding, 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 diggity, dick, dook, dook, and started singing, it calmed the beast. That's a powerful bitch. She can't put, a whole sentence together, but she could definitely sit a motherfucker down. Number 7, Time Magazine shitted on ReRe. Let me expound, okay? Now, when we learned that Time Magazine was putting ReRe on the cover, said Cecil, we thought of it as an accomplishment because they put presidents, scientists, Nobel Peace Prizers. As far as public relations, ReRe was ready to put herself out there because she worked. Okay, look, we got to do what we need to do in order to get us to where we need to be because she was a workaholic. It's very obvious that ReRe wanted to be the best that she could be. The story came out on June 28th. It contained comments that Aretha claimed were either inaccurate or taken out of context. For example, according to Time, she said, I might be just 26, but I'm an old woman in disguise. 26 going on 65, okay? Now, them motherfuckers, like, some of these bitches here on YouTube, you bitches, the ones that's always looking to be offended would be like, I'm 65, what that mean? I'm 65. Bitch, she's not saying that. She's just saying that she has an old soul. And then Aretha was appalled by the treatment of her father, which she considered disrespectful. The article talked about how his Cadillac, diamond stick pins, and $600 or $60 alligator shoes testified to an eminently successful pastorate. Eminently successful pastorate. What Time Magazine also mentioned was that C.L. Smoothie didn't pay his taxes. Remember I talked to you a couple of episodes back that he had gotten in trouble for not paying taxes, and everybody's like, what the fuck? My father been in business 20 years and y'all just decided to order him? And that was because of his affiliation with Dr. Martin Luther King. They described C.L. Smoothie as a pimp. That's what they described him as, is a smooth motherfucking pimp, okay? And they also said that her mother abandoned her and her brothers and sisters, which was simply not true. Now, after the Time piece was released, okay, Aretha Franklin was pretty inconsolable, okay? Her sister Irma said that she was sure that it would ruin her career, okay? But according to Ruth Bowman, it ain't do shit. Because right after the Time piece was released, Johnny Carson from The Tonight Show called her and said, ReRe, can you come down here and sing for me? Okay, and if you know anything about anything, you know that damn Johnny Carson is a very big deal. Now, like I said, okay, Jerry Wexler was pissed that Teddy Pimpy Whitey had hired Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem to back her as her band, as her house traveling with her everywhere band. Okay, Jerry Wexler said, listen, ReRe, I need you to get rid of Dr. Teeth, okay, because they off. Jerry Wexler said that he was shocked but relieved when ReRe just was like, do what you need to do. You want a new band? You find a new band for me. You want me to find you a new band? I don't have to go through the Mississippi mud pie eating mother Teddy Pimpy Whitey. No, Jerry. Just do what you need to do. That was signifying that Teddy Pimpy Whitey didn't have the same hold on her that he used to. Okay? That's because ReRe is sick of his shit. Let me tell you something. Women move. You got to be careful with us. Okay? Because we will stay with you knowing that we get ready, leave your ass. We will cook your dinner every day. We will fuck you every day. We will take care of your kids, put up with your baby mother, still pay your motherfucking child support for you. Not me. Not me. That's not what I do. But it's women out there that will do it. We will do all that for you. And at the same time, planning to leave your motherfucking ass in the dust. Number 8, Aretha's brother Cecil took over as her manager. Ted was no longer on the scene. And Aretha tried to manage herself, but that shit ain't work, okay? That was a catastrophe, according to Ruth, right? She's not good with details at any rate. Billboard magazine reported that Aretha Franklin's brother, the Reverend Cecil Franklin, has taken over management chores for Aretha Franklin's husband, that Mississippi mud pie eating mother Teddy Pimpy Whitey. Now, let's move on to number 9. Aretha was told not to do Dionne Warwick's I Say a Little Prayer for You. She cranked that funky joint, didn't she? Jerry Wexler told her, don't do that, ReRe. Your voice too strong for that. They need a soft, beautiful little tweaky voice like Dionne Warwick. That's what they need. Not you, ReRe. You gonna blow that song up. But it would be Sissy Houston that would tell Jerry Wexler to stand down. She's doing a good job with the song. Okay, and number 10, the most profound. ReRe was drunk as shit back then. Back in the day, in her 20s, ReRe was knocking them down. You heard me. Ruth Bowman said that ReRe was big on denial. Okay, she didn't want to hear that she was a laid down, fall out, stinking, pissing ass drunk. Okay, and I'm not making fun of. I am, but it's not funny. I'm just doing it for comedic purposes. Dealing with alcoholism, any kind of addiction is a hard thing, okay? But anyway, getting back to it. Ruth Bowman said it didn't matter how many falls she suffered for being drunk as shit on stage. It didn't matter how many tickets she sold, how many subpar performances that she gave because she was inebriated. She was protected by her talent. I get that. I truly get that. You know, sometimes people get so comfortable in being great that they present subpar. You know, eventually the people going to be like, but they didn't with ReRe, but eventually people going to be like, boo, boo, get this drunk bitch off stage eventually. But that didn't happen with ReRe because, according to the Ruth Bowman, Aretha could outsing 99% of the other singers that were up there with her at the time. Meaning, you know, the people like Barbra Streisand, Dionne Warwick, Diana Ross, all them people who really and truly couldn't fucking sing on the level as Aretha Franklin anyway, but probably just still had the accolades, okay? But most people could not tell that something was wrong, okay? Until they went to a show and that bitch wasn't there, okay? But anyway, let's segue into this. Now, while Aretha Franklin's world is turning, enters the Temptations, that goddamn Dennis Edwards, Madeo, something bio, and don't look any further, Madeo, come there to pile, hey, don't look any further. Right, love bugs, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this, the same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my love bugs, My Bellas, have a good one.